Hi, I'm Dr. Liz Carter from drlizcarter.com and New Leaf Natural Medicine. And today I just wanted to share with you a little bit about chocolate, how to pick it out so it's a great choice for you, and a little bit about the health benefits. I recently wrote a blog post about a chocolate coconut pudding recipe that I came up with, and I wanted to highlight some of the health benefits that I talk about in that recipe for you. So first off, chocolate helps to reduce cortisol levels, which is that stress hormone we've all heard about, right? It's the one that can keep us up at night, make us feel really wired and anxious, and accumulate kind of weight around our abdomen. So eating chocolate will help decrease that, which is lovely. It can also help decrease blood pressure and helps with insulin sensitivity. So what that means is insulin is a molecule that helps to shuttle blood sugar into your cells. So it essentially makes the blood sugar useful to you. So the better your insulin works, the better your blood sugar will respond once you eat. So chocolate will help to increase that sensitivity for you, which is great. It's also wonderful for memory. Chocolate has been shown to increase circulation to an area in your brain called the hippocampus, which is wonderful for long-term memory and also affects spatial relations. So it's great for that. Those are just a few of the benefits of chocolate. Oh yeah, and it boosts serotonin, which is our happy kind of feel-good mood chemical. So that's why we feel so great when we eat chocolate. I wanted to run you through how I pick out a chocolate bar so you get the most bang for your buck and the biggest benefit out of eating chocolate when you get to have some in your diet. Let me flip this around. I'll show you some bars. Okay, so these are my two favorite brands of chocolate that I've found so far. We've got Theo on the left and Equal Exchange on the right. They're both lovely. And I'll run you through what I look for in each brand here. So you can see that they're clearly labeled organic, both of them. They have the USDA organic seal here, which is just a nice confirmatory. You can see they're both dark chocolate, so we've got 70% dark here and 71% dark on the Equal Exchange. The Equal Exchange is just a straight up dark chocolate, whereas the Theo, I got one with cherry and almond in it, a few other components so we can see how the company processes fruits and nuts or other things that they like to add to chocolate. So yeah, let's flip these over and see, move these out of the way here, see what we've got on the Equal Exchange ingredients and the Theo. So here's the ingredient section. So it's great. The first ingredient we see listed is chocolate, right? So organic chocolate liqueur. And you would like to see chocolate as the first ingredient when you're buying a chocolate bar. And then we've got some raw organic cane sugar. The little asterisks there mean that all those ingredients are fair trade. Both of these companies focus on fair trade, which is wonderful to know that people are getting paid a fair wage for what you're buying. Then we've got organic cocoa butter, which is a little bit more of the fat from the cocoa bean that adds a wonderful kind of richness overall to the bar. And then we've got organic unrefined whole cane sugar, right? So instead of raw, we do have unrefined, which is nice. It's not refined sugar. And then organic ground vanilla beans, which is awesome, right? It's the full-on vanilla, no extract, no artificial colors or flavoring, just straight up vanilla beans. So it's an ingredient list that we can read everything on. We understand what it is. Chocolate's the first ingredient. There's nothing hidden in there. It's really a fabulous bar and a great company. And then if we shift over here to Theo, that's what we've got, right? So again, the first ingredient is cocoa bean, which is lovely, right? Chocolate is the first ingredient. Cane sugar, so we do need a little sweetener in anything that's less than 100%. There will be sugar added to chocolate. That's kind of how it goes, because chocolate by itself is very bitter. So we need that sweetness to kind of lighten it up. The higher percentage of dark chocolate, the less sugar will be in it. There are some bars I've seen that are honey sweetened, but they tend to have more strange additives and preservatives, so they haven't quite made it onto my list of really great clean bars that I like to eat. Cocoa butter again for some richness, and then we get to see how they've treated the cherries and the almonds here. So dried sour cherries, right? We've got unsweetened cherries, sunflower oil, which is actually, it's not a bad oil to have in there. We'll get to some other bars here in a minute, and I'll show you the difference there. And then a rice flour, right? So we've got, it's not wheat, right? They chose a non-allergenic flour for most people. And then almonds, just straight up almonds, which is wonderful, right? They're not bleached or blanched or processed in any way. We've also got full ground vanilla bean, no extracts or artificial flavors. So that's Theo there, which is lovely. They're local and made in Seattle. Equal Exchange. And I bought a couple other brands here that I wanted to compare for you. These are usually considered fairly high, kind of a little higher brand of chocolate, right? A little more expensive. They charge a premium. So you'd think that the ingredients would be pretty premium as well. So I wanted to kind of contrast that. So we've got Lindt chocolate, where it says dark chocolate here, right? A touch of sea salt, so it's just kind of straight up chocolate with sea salt. And then we've got a Ghirardelli dark chocolate raspberry, right? So we can see we've got a raspberry filling. Again, it is labeled as dark chocolate. So we'll flip it over and see what we've got here. Okay, so ingredient-wise, right, the first ingredient here is sugar, unlike the Theo and Equal Exchange, right, which were chocolate first. Second ingredient is chocolate. And how these ingredients are listed too, right, the ones that are listed in order, that's the concentration. So if sugar is the first ingredient, that's going to be the highest ingredient on here. So sugar is greater than chocolate in here, and we can see that per serving we're at about 19 grams of sugar. And if we look at Equal Exchange, right, we're at about 11 grams of sugar, and these serving sizes are pretty equivocal between the two. So there's a big difference in sugar there for people. Then we've got cocoa butter, right, which is that chocolate fat that we want to add in, and then we've got milk fat that's added. So even though this says dark chocolate, right, that was the branding on here, dark chocolate, right, we've got milk fat. So it's something important to read on the back of the ingredients, especially if you're allergic to dairy. There is a lot of hidden milk in these chocolate bars. And then we've also got soy lecithin, right? So the soy lecithin is, as it's labeled, an emulsifier. I prefer the Theo and Equal Exchange. They're one of the few that do not have the soy emulsifier in them. There's a lot of research coming out about soy lecithin and that it's actually quite inflammatory to the GI. There's a really lovely protective lining of mucus along your GI that keeps foods from damaging it, and the emulsifiers like this actually strip it off. So they leave your GI a lot more vulnerable to inflammation and irritants. And then we've got sea salt, of course, right, since it's a salt chocolate, and then artificial flavoring, and this is probably the vanilla that's in here. So that is the Lindt bar. So the Ghirardelli, let's take a look at that one on the back. Compare ingredients. Right, so we've got sugar again as the first ingredient, not chocolate. And then we've got chocolate, fortunately. High fructose corn syrup is next. So the high fructose corn syrup, right, that's the most refined type of sugar possible. It really spikes your blood sugar when it hits you there. So not nearly as great as just the cane sugar. Cocoa butter, right, for the fat. Palm oil. So the palm oil is a really refined type of oil. So it's very inflammatory and difficult to digest. We've got milk fat, freeze-dried raspberry powder for the raspberries, corn syrup was, again, very refined. Soy lecithin, we've got the emulsifier again, vegetable juice for color, right? So that's great. They didn't add any dyes or preservatives that way. Vanilla, so we do have real vanilla. And then we have potassium sorbate citric acid and TBHQ, which is another preservative, right? And then gelatin, finally. So even though these are labeled as dark chocolate, they still have milk fat in it, and you can see a lot of things that aren't super related to chocolate. And then the preservatives. So let me just put this back over. So these guys, you know, they will have some benefits of the chocolate, but just not nearly as much as these brands that are a lot more highly concentrated. With an actual dark chocolate, you would get a lot more of the benefit of chocolate from these brands. So, great. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped. Feel free to ask any questions if you have any. And yeah, go forth and find some delicious chocolate. Thanks. Take care.